Well, let's have a look at the electoral map. You'll see it there now. The blue is Liberal, the red is Labor, the light green is National, yellow is minor parties and independents, and dark green is the Greens. Now, I should point out as you look at that map, this is hardly democratic. This one vote, one value business doesn't pass the democratic test. Have a look at Barwon, held by Roy Butler. There it is, coming up to you. That electorate is 57% larger than Victoria. How does one bloke service that electorate? Then you go to Murray, held by a terrific candidate. There it is. For the Bush, Helen Dalton. It's half the size of Victoria. And that's why regional New South Wales suffers. Macquarie Street just says, well, there are no votes out there. So let's get back to what's going to happen. 9 seats. The Coalition would argue they would have to win a seat and hang on to everything they already have. That is impossible. They can't form government. This will be the best thing for the Liberal Party. Someone might wake up that it can't go on the way it is. So Labor has to get 9. So here we go. Parramatta will turn from Liberal to Labor. The retiring minister, Jeff Lee, holds it with a 6.5% margin. That won't matter. That will be a Labor seat, Parramatta. Penrith, held by the former Deputy Leader Stuart Ayres, with a margin of 0.6%. This is one of the few people in the Coalition with real ability. Perrottet, at the first sound of grape shot, got rid of him as Deputy Leader over the Barilaro affair. Ayres was cleared. So much for Perrottet's judgment, but Ayres wasn't reinstated. Unfortunately, he will lose the seat. He'll be beaten by the swing to Labor, the punter believing that the current lot have had 12 years. So that's Penrith with the cross on it. East Hills, held by the Liberals by 0.5%. I don't believe Wendy Lindsay can hang on. So that would be 3 seats. There it is, East Hills, Parramatta, Penrith and East Hills. Let's go to Holsworthy. This is an extraordinary story, and the Liberals don't deserve to win. Right, it is linked to the seat of Kiama. You see, what happened here, it was won at the last election by Melanie Gibbons, Holsworthy. She then lost pre-selection. Then she couldn't win the Senate vacancy created by Jim Molan. Then she couldn't win the upper house spot won by the lefty Jackie Munro. And remember, Perrottet promised her a cabinet spot if she didn't run for the federal seat of Hughes. She didn't run, but she didn't get the cabinet spot. So she's now the candidate for Kiama, where she's never lived, where Gareth Ward has a mortgage on the booths. But Gibbons is now in Kiama. Yet as the sitting Liberal member for Holsworthy, she lost pre-selection for the seat. A Liberal Party in chaos. The new candidate has to hang on to a margin of 6%. I'm giving this seat to Labor. They have a very good candidate here, Dr. Mick Moroney. He's a senior school teacher who once worked for the New South Wales Police. He was a firefighter and represented Australia in triathlon at the Commonwealth Games. I think we need more people like Dr. Moroney in the Parliament. So that's 4 seats. Let's go to Monero. Check your map. This is a bellwether seat down near Canberra, formerly held by John Barilaro. Now, they loved him down there. There has been a by-election and a redistribution, and the Nationals have a healthy margin. But the Labor Party are running a very solid candidate there, Steve Wan. His father was the former federal member for Eden Monero. The Wan name is a big name in the electorate, and he was the state member for Monero from 2003 until the O'Farrell victory in 2011. He was then pre-selected in 2014 for the seat of Monero at the 2015 state election